Hello and welcome to What I Spend in a Week. It's the fourth week of June, not quite the last week, but we're almost there. And I'm going to take you through my week and let you know all of the money that we spend and also all of the income that comes in. If you're new to my channel, I am Kathy. I'm 34 years old and I'm married and I have a daughter who's just over a year and a half. I've been tracking our debt payoff journey and budgeting journey here on YouTube for about a year and a half because we've been working towards paying down almost $500,000 in debt while also saving and investing and trying to reduce our monthly expenses as much as we can. So I found these videos to be very motivating and a way to hold myself accountable to not spend too much and to really be mindful of all of the purchases that I make. We really struggle mostly with grocery purchases. We spend a bit too much probably on our groceries, but there are very few other things that we spend our money on besides our basic bills. So to start off, it is Sunday, June 22nd, and we only made one purchase this weekend, and that was a grocery run. My husband ran out to Lidl and picked up some soy milk for our daughter for the week. I think he may have also stocked back up on tofu. And he also bought some avocados there as well. And maybe some arugula, but I'm not quite sure. That's for him. But he spent $24.44 on groceries for the week. We don't have to purchase anything else for our meals this week because a lot of the stuff that we'll be cooking, we'll use the CSA vegetables that we picked up last week and also some of the bulk goods that we have, some dried beans and stuff. So I'll take you through the rest of the week. I think we're planning on getting paid. We'll also be picking up our CSA vegetables for this week. This is something that we will be getting every single week through the end of August, maybe even into September a little bit. But that is really going to supplement our groceries quite a bit. We paid for this up front though, and it was almost $1,000 for I think 20 weeks of vegetables. But it's been really nice to have fresh local produce that we just go pick up every single week. So we always have lots of nice fresh vegetables, which is really something we only do when we get the CSA. Otherwise, we're mostly buying frozen vegetables because they're much more cost effective for us. But I think that's everything for my update today. Stay tuned for our updates for the rest of the week. Hello, it's Tuesday. It's been incredibly hot these past few days. I think we've reached over 100 yesterday and today, and I think we're supposed to be that hot for the next few days as well. But we did some spending today. Our daughter's 529 contribution came out. That was $415. Also, we're trying to get all of our benefits stuff squared away for my husband's open enrollment for switching companies. I need to get dental insurance through my company, and he's going to keep the health insurance for now. And we are going through all of our stuff. We need to prove that we're married and that we have a daughter. And we were going through all our stuff and we realized that we had not bought her birth certificate yet. That's not something that you just automatically get. You have to order it and buy it. So my husband ran out to some kind of document office today to get that, but that cost $20. So that's it for our spending today. Hopefully we don't really have anything else coming up today. No groceries needed anymore, or we're done with all of our bills for the month, so that's good. I'll see you tomorrow for my paycheck update. Hello, happy Wednesday, June 25th. I say happy Wednesday because today was payday for me. So that was $3,169.93. This is after all of my deductions come out. Currently, I contribute to my 403B. I contribute to a dependent care flexible savings account. I pay for life insurance and I pay taxes. So I report my gross income on my monthly budgets, but this is what actually hits my account after all of those deductions. I don't have any spending to report since yesterday. We didn't go out and spend anything. We didn't have anything automatic come out. So that's about it. We went to the library today. It's my day off. I work like 10-hour days, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and so I'm home on Wednesdays. Sometimes I do an hour or two of work from home and like 9 or 9.5 hours on a day of the week because those days are so long. But it's really nice to have Wednesdays home because Wednesdays are story time days at our library, and I really like taking our daughter to story time. So we did that this morning, and then it's so hot out, so we really can't do anything outside. We did take a dip in the pool, but my daughter's still a little bit afraid of the pool. Last year, she loved it when she was like, I don't know, 6 or 7 months old, but this year she's a little bit more afraid of it. But that's everything we've done so far today. It's a little bit after noon. My daughter's down for her second nap of the day. My husband's at work. On his way home today, he's going to be picking up our CSA vegetables, and I'm so excited this week because we're supposed to be getting peaches, and their peaches are always so good. I really hope that we get a bunch of them because I know my daughter will also love those. We're also supposed to be getting more tomatoes, which we haven't eaten any of the tomatoes from last week. I'm thinking I'm going to make like a BLT tonight for dinner. I'm actually hungry now. I had a very small lunch because my daughter likes to eat everything I'm eating, so she ends up eating half of my lunch as well as her lunch. So I didn't get very much lunch, so while she's sleeping I'll probably make myself a sandwich. And then we're supposed to get more broccoli, which we mostly finished the broccoli from last week. Cauliflower, we ate all of the cauliflower. My husband's been making buffalo wings with those, and they're very good. I will eat them all day, every day. So it's really nice to be getting cauliflower, especially because like a head of organic cauliflower from our grocery store is like more than $10, and that's pretty crazy. So it's really nice to get this organic cauliflower from the CSA. I already mentioned peaches. We're going to be getting more cucumbers, which my daughter is the only one in our house who eats cucumbers. We still have 3 from last week. I might make them into pickles if we do keep getting more, because I will eat pickles on burgers and stuff. We're going to get more beets, which we just started eating the beets that we got last couple of weeks. Hopefully beets won't keep going on for very much longer. And then summer squash, which I hope this means zucchini, because I don't like the yellow squash, which I always thought that they tasted the same when I was younger, but now that I'm older, I can tell the difference between yellow summer squash and zucchini, and I definitely don't like the yellow one. We're also supposed to get more carrots, which last week we got carrots, but it was a very small bunch of multicolored carrots. It was like just enough, not quite enough for my lunches. Like I would have liked more for my lunches, but they were still really good. So maybe hopefully this time we'll get a little bit more carrots, but it doesn't matter if we don't. And then more lettuce. It'll be good for my BLTs. I also am growing a little bit of lettuce, but it may have died in this 100-degree heat that we have. So I might be eating kale instead. And then green beans. So we've been getting green beans every week. I don't think we got them last week, but the past 2 weeks, and I just like to snack on those. So really excited. My husband will pick that up on the way home. Hopefully we get everything it says, especially the peaches. But that is everything for my update today. Hello, it's Friday. It's June 27th. Just finished up work. We finally got a break in the heat. I think it's only like 70 or 80 right now and kind of rainy. So that's nice. It had been 100 degrees like all week long. And it was even like only getting down to like 80 at night. So it was very hot for our area. We don't usually get sustained high temperatures like that for super long. It happens occasionally. But it's Friday, so my husband got paid. That was $2,449.81. And this will be the last time that that exact amount hits our joint account. Things are changing in July, which you may have heard from my budget with me. So the first place to find out on how much my husband's paychecks will be here, because I'll probably report it here before I do my July update. He won't be getting paid until like July 18th though. But he might be getting that 1 week paycheck on like July 7th, whatever that Monday is after the 4th. So that'll be helpful. We're pretty sure that that's definitely going to happen, but not exactly sure how much that will be. Probably just a little over $1,000. But I think that's everything. My husband stayed home today with our daughter because the pool guy is finally coming. Hopefully he'll be able to tell us how much it'll cost to fix our pool. The consultation for that was supposed to be $150. That wasn't charged yet. I think he's still there. It'll probably get charged after he leaves, and maybe any additional fees might get tacked onto that. So we don't know. But that is everything for our spending this week. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all again next week.